you want in the recording.
I think that's awesome.
Okay, so hey everyone, welcome to Sprint Summary for SSW TimePro, Sprint 362. And for this sprint is a 1-week sprint, so we will start with the sprint goal. Sadly, we didn't get to finish our sprint goal this sprint. This is mainly because of the blocker from the IT team. So Mehmet is the only one to approve the purchase please, and he's on leave, and then Kiki is on sick leave. So we send out our request. No one's able to process it at the moment.
What am I, chopped liver? If Mehmet can't approve something, you can escalate to me.
Okay. All right. I will do next time. Yeah.
Yes. Be more annoying.
Okay. All right. So this is a 1-week sprint, and mainly Jim and I working on this sprint. So I worked 5 days, and Jim had 2 days. So looking at the backlog, we still get a few downs, despite that we don't get our sprint goal in. So I would like to demo 2 for the recurring one related. So one is to add a manual invoice generation button, and then the other one is a bug fix to the invoice time zone mismatch. So I will pull up the demo. All right. So previously, when we are looking at a invoice template, there's no way that you can manually generate an invoice if you want to, and you have to wait for the background service to run, and then check if the invoice needs to be generated at the moment, and then that invoice will be created. So now we have introduced a new button called Generate Invoice Now. This is currently disabled because of a safety catch. It checks that if there's any valid invoice to be generated for the next period, and now it looks at August 23rd, and that's because this invoice has already been generated, so there's no valid invoice to for the next one, and this becomes disabled. But if we change the date range to be, for example, from today to a no end date, and then we save that, and coming back to this same invoice, we will see that now this button is enabled, and we can click that. It will pull up the next invoice to be generated. So starting from August 24th to September 23. So if we confirm, then you don't have to wait for the actual time to come or the background service to be run, and you have this new invoice generated. And if we go into this invoice and see that the date range matches what we see in the dialog, and this is what we expected. Previously, there was a bug that the whole range was shifted 1 day earlier. So now that has been fixed as well. So that's the recurring invoice part. The second demo that I want to show is for this new creditor invoice module. So this is as a feature request from the accountant. They would like to...
Just a second, Sylvia, sorry. I can see Adam is distracted. Adam, did you follow this demo? Because I think it was quite important. It's about the recurring process.
I did not, sorry. I was distracted.
That's what I assumed. Do you want a quick
I saw that you were manually creating a invoice, yes.
So yes, if I go back to the template.
Going back to the template, okay, sure.
So see, this template now has a button on the left, Generate Invoice Now. You can click it, and it will prompt you with the next invoice and ask you if you want to generate it. Basically, that's it.
Yep.
Okay, I'll probably put the date on it for the period, new line, September
new line,
to October on a fresh line. Yep.
I'll take a note of this, Sylvia.
Yep.
Yep.
Noted.
So, yep, that's that. I will go into next demo.
Who asked for that button, by the way?
Jean? Was it Jean?
I think I raised it because I did the video and I realized I need it. I was frustrated I couldn't get the invoice. I had to wait an hour to get it. So I think I raised it because it was frustrating.
Yeah. I remember when I wrote this a long time ago, I had that. I did it a slightly different way.
Yeah.
So I had a method and I just called the method.
Yeah. Hark?
My question is, are you guys using SSW design system when developing front-end components, like any front-end features?
We just
to make it consistent.
For this one, we just follow the one that we already have. So for example, this button, just use the component here. Yeah, TimePro is using a few different UI libraries at the moment, so it will take long to get everything consistent. Yep. So that's that. And then I will go into the second demo. So that's for the creditor invoice module that's requested by Stefan. So you can turn this new feature on by going to admin features and this module. I have this turned on active for this tenant. So then you can find the module by going to invoices, and there are two more drop downs. One is the new credit invoice, and the other one is search credit invoices. So this module is for accountant to, like, for SSW to pay the contractor for their time worked for SSW. So we already have the contractor recording their timesheet in TimePro, but previously there's no way that we can create a credit invoice for them because the only invoice module we have is have the client paying us, not us paying someone else. And also the timesheet selection logic is different. Previously, it was based on the client and the project. So you pull in all timesheet based on a project or like a client. But now you are actually pulling timesheet based on the person. Like for example, if I'm the contractor, I worked for SSW, and now I would like to see, do I have any? Let me check. Oh, I already created one. So I just use this one, for example, because I'm not able to create two credit invoice for the same timesheet. So as soon as I create one with associate timesheet, they will be removed from the new credit invoice. So for example, this one is me working for SSW, and then for the date range of July, and these are the timesheet that I put in. So now the accountant, they are able to send the invoice, emailing the invoice, choosing the right template, and then this will be the amount that we pay them. So this is a new feature. There's still missing pieces. One is that the template hasn't been made yet, so that will be a follow-up PBI to work on. And after that, as well as the new field ABM, to be added in the CRM part, then we are able to use this module fully. So any question regarding this demo?
No, but see ABN not on file. I hope that's like that.
This is because it's still empty. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be better just to have a dash or nothing.
A dash.
Yeah, because it looks like someone's got that typing in there. The when you see things like invoice date to the left of it, I would put MON just at the beginning, just so you know.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we do this with invoices anyway, so we just reuse the same components.
Yeah.
I had one comment as well. If Adam, did you finish your feedback?
Yeah. I'm just seeing that rate XGST and total XGST, but there's never Inc GST. Maybe it doesn't matter, but it just feels funny.
I think that's what we already have on invoices.
There is a total including GST at the top right?
Yep. Here.
There is.
It's not on the table.
Yeah, but you would expect the items below to add up to 2194. Yeah, I don't even see a total row where you see it add up to 1995 anywhere. Yeah, I really feel like there should be a total column.
Okay.
And also you've got total XGST, but the total up there just says X, and it says subtotal. It should have the exact same words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one, Sylvia. Sorry, before you go out.
Yeah.
Go back to the invoice in the menu. Click on the invoices in the menu. See how we have a bunch of search, a bunch of new.
Yeah. You want to move the search to the top?
So yeah, we need to put them together. So either we put all the search together, either we put them by category. So search new, search new, search new. but we need to reorganize this a bit better. I would prefer by category, so have search new, search new, search new, but I don't know what Adam's opinion would be here. Hey, Adam. See this menu? We have a bunch of items. We have 3 search and 3 new items, and they're a bit disorganized. I think we should put them in a better order. So either we put all the search together and then all the new together, or we put them by category. So search invoice, new invoice. Search templates, new
search
templates.
Invoice, new invoice, and then dash dash, like a line break, and then the next group.
Got it. Yeah, okay. Noted. I will take a note of this.
Okay.
Awesome.
And just one more thing on those menus. I would test it on, a mobile device, but generally I would make them bigger, because even if I'm using this on say an iPad, it's not touch friendly. Like they should be slightly bigger, so it's more touch friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just bump up the font by 3 points or something.
Even in this view or just in mobile view?
Even in this view, because you would use this view on an iPad. So that's an example of touch. And if MacBooks ever get smart enough to have touch, then the problem will get bigger.
Yeah, noted. Increasing font size by 2-3 points. All good.
All right. So coming back to the sprint backlog, do you want me to get into details in the other ones, or we could continue?
Was there any substantial work done on the ones that were not completed?
So this one is an 8-pointer. I mainly worked on it for this sprint. So most of the code is done. It's just the last step to send out the emails. I still have to figure out like why the email send part fails. So yeah, I estimate there is like a 4-pointer left just to debug that part. It's a bit difficult to debug on this one because I have to ask for the prod access daily. It expires after 8 hours. So yeah, so that's that. It will be better after we get our staging environment set up. So that next sprint, we are looking to get that one completed.
Okay. Hey, Callum, can you add John? He's asking to be added to this meeting.
All right. So we could continue. Going down to the suggested and automatic timesheet usage, these numbers doesn't change much. It's just 3% and 1% difference. And I don't think we get to ask one person the sprint, but we haven't heard like new reasons for the past few sprints. So yeah. And then the burn down chart, we get one production deployment at the end of Thursday. That's why we get more downs today earlier to get the down notes in. And this is the one production deployment that we made 19 hours ago. And then coming down to code coverage, we have 30-ish tests added to the backend and no new test added to front end. So the stats, these stats mainly stay the same. And then talking about the pipeline health, this looks good. This failure occurs on the pull request, so nothing in production on master branch. And then application health, I will zoom out a bit. So this also looks pretty good. Talking about state of Apex.
Hold on, I'm not sure it looks that good. If you look at the right-hand side, the application map there, you can see there's quite a number of red lines. They should not be there.
Yeah, we already investigated that, and we have the result recorded in this PBI. And it turns out those red lines are nothing significant. We could, if you want us to check it again, we could do one more. But last time the investigation turns out these are just non-removable red lines, but they doesn't really, it's not like that bad. Yeah.
And then we used to have way more. So yeah, I think there used to be 5 or 6 and we reduced number. And these are just, we can do much about them. We can look at it again if you want, but we can spend an hour on this. Yeah, I'll note it down.
Yep. All right. So talking about state of epics, we are still focusing on the cross-billing, on billing epic. And this one, like I said, this sprint is just me working on the epics, and 2 of them are like close to finish. So looking into get it rolled out next sprint, not next week, if we get enough mandates. And then coming down to AI part, I will hand over to Jeffrey.
Thank you, Sylvia. So yeah, starting off with the Claude dashboard, I will share my screen to show you the different tabs in there. And here you go. You should all be able to see it. Let me know if you don't. So first one is overview. I reviewed it, and everything that we covered was mentioned correctly in this page. Moving on to the timeline, Sylvia was the main speaker during the meeting, and I was just asking a bunch of questions. And I think that's nothing else here to look at. Next one is peoples and roles. So scrolling down here, Sylvia is an amazing dev as usual. She's always topping 8, I think. I'm a good product owner, and I shouldn't be, but I asked a lot of questions about the product during the review, so that's why it picked me as a PO, which I guess is good because we didn't have a PO anyway. So, but I'm on year 6, so work in progress. Moving on to insights, which is the most important for us, the elephants in the room, and I'm just surprised. No, here we go. Sorry, the risk radar. The biggest risk for us is the team capacity crisis for next sprint, because as we mentioned before, Sylvia will be on client work full time. Jim is also on client work, and Sam as well. And I will be part-time, so I can work on it, but I guess we won't have more than 1 or 2 Mondays top. Now, the good news is the second week, Sam should be back from client, so he can be back full-time on TimePro. So this is just a 1 week thing. And the second point was what Sylvia mentioned, the IT or sysadmin point of failure. She asked for a request, and because of Mehmet and Kiki not being available, it didn't go through. But as you said, Adam, we should have raised it to you in this case, and we'll do it next time. And that's everything for this AI report. Any question?
No, I'm finding it hard to concentrate with Callum being a nutter with his cigar. As long as everyone else can concentrate, it's good.
It's wasting him away.
Yeah, I'm thinking he must be getting a lot of head spins or something.
Does he even know he's here? Yeah. I don't think he's away, he's with us. Hey, Callum, like, this is a dream. It's all a dream. Awesome. And Sylvia, yeah, it should go screen share. Awesome. Moving on to Copilot.
My e-cig battery is dead. So.
Oh. If you for the Claude part, do you want to give it?
Yeah, I was going to tell you. I was just waiting the guys letting finish their talk. Sorry, Adam, go for it.
I was just wondering why Callum's smoke alarm is not going off, because it would in Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true.
It would. I don't think they have one. Maybe that's a
problem. It's all AI. Are we even talking to you? We don't know. Yeah, green tick, Sylvia. It's a green tick for me. Awesome. And moving on to the next bit, which is Copilot stats. First one is speaking times, which corresponds to what we saw in the other report. And then we asked Copilot what was the main issue completed debrief. And it told us that it was implemented a manual generate invoice button for recurring invoices, allowing users to immediately create the next invoice instead of waiting for the background process, or background job, sorry. This also included fixing related recurring invoice date time zone issues, and this is all correct. These are the 2 big things we worked on. Now, next bit is our yak shaver use. We had 22 PBIs created and 9 were yak shaved, so we have a ratio of 41%. This ratio went down last sprint, so it was from 70 to 40 last sprint already.
This is not good. First of all, get rid of the decimal place if you can, because I don't need that much accuracy. Yeah. But the second thing I'd like you to do, Sylvia, is switch over to a browser and go yakshaver.ai for a second. I just want to show you something. Yep, there is a new way of shaving, and I want you to shave, and I do not want 40%. So click on Portal.
Portal?
Portal, this the button, Portal. Yep. And if you're not logged in, that means you're not using it enough.
Well, I got logged out on TimePro occasionally as well. So
yes, but this only logs you out once a month. See record a shave on the top right?
Top right.
Top right. Yeah, that is how you can record a Yak Shave now if you don't want to use the Teams version. Shave in browser or shave in desktop app. So let's increase that 40%. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
Awesome.
And coming soon, we'll add Yak Smasher into TimePro as well. So have a little recorder Yak Shave from TimePro, but we're not quite ready for that yet.
That's a lot of big news. Oops. And just Adam wanted to tell you that the reason why we haven't used it much is because it was quicker to create PBIs manually recently, mostly because they were just short description ones. So it's just, timing thing, but we usually do Yak Shave. Okay. You doing the retro, Sylvia, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and I will do the planning, the forecast.
Okay, so short retro. So everything went well. Sylvia did a great job, and we did a few downs given the low capacity. And more people worked on sharing on-billing knowledge, which is good as well. So yeah. Now, didn't go well. We don't have much capacity next sprint, as I mentioned, and the sprint goal is still blocked. But again, we will get Adam to unblock us. And for the improvements, I propose for the next sprint, either we onboard a new dev, but I don't think that's necessary. I think we should go with option B. I forgot to put recommended, sorry. But option B would be to accept that the next sprint is going to be low capacity, but the one after should be back to normal because Sam should come back from client work. Do you agree, Adam? We just go with the option B then?
Yes, we can't do option A.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. And you can run the forecast, Sylvia, if you'd like.
Yep. So now coming to forecast for next sprint. So because we have very low, like only 1 or 2 expected mandate for next week, so the sprint duration will be whenever we get 5 mandates, so likely 2 weeks. And then this is what we have put in for 5 mandates. So this includes the 2 unfinished ones brought in from the sprint, and then we add a few more, including a small UI UX bug as a filler. So are you happy with the backlog?
So you believe the notifications will be finished after that in the app, or just that one notification?
You mean like this one?
Yes.
So this is whenever the on-billing process fails, and then the user will be notified, either the TimePro team or the creator. Like for example, if it's a post to the target tenant failed, they could just fix it by creating, like deleting and creating the timesheet again. But if it's anything else, it will be sent to TimePro team.
Right. Okay. Is that one needed for your video?
Hopefully not, unless we want to demo the unhappy path. But like, yeah.
So I didn't think so. So I would say you don't need to do it until the video is done. So do the first version of the video before you do that one.
Okay. So you want this one to be out of the sprint and pulling the video one?
Well, I wouldn't, the same as what I said last week, I wouldn't do any items that aren't needed for your video. So just give a very rough version 1 video so I can see the whole flow, and then you can get on to all this stuff to improve the friction, the unhappy path.
Okay. So Sylvia, I guess what Adam is asking is there anything else you want to do before recording the happy path video? Is anything else needed?
This one.
Okay,
we don't have a proper we don't have a proper but this also tie into this one because we cannot get the prod environment set up unless we have the staging environment, so they could be separate, or you will have two like mixed together.
So we should fix those and then record
on staging. You could.
True.
While you're doing this.
So you would prefer like a video done on staging environment?
You could just say there's a rough version, so I can give you feedback. So while you're deploying, then you would have everything else ready.
Okay. Then we could swap out like one more for video, but I won't be back in 2 weeks for client work.
Right.
So I guess other guys could still work on.
Sam is the next one in, who's going to be full-time on TimePro.
Maybe
I
you
can try, but I
record
can't
it, Jeffrey.
guarantee. Yeah, I know. I'll try, but honestly, with the John situation now, given I'll be on my own, I can't guarantee I can do it. I will try. I'll try.
Well, let's.
Don't blame me. With Jean,
it's your fault.
Excuse for everything.
It's always your fault. Of course you can. You can take it. I know you can. You're a strong man.
I'll be gone.
I know. Yeah, I'll try Adam to do it. Otherwise, I'll give it on to Sam, whoever is in the team.
All right.
Record video. What's the goal then, Sylvia? Should we put the video as the sprint goal? Probably.
Yes.
Well, if
should,
I won't be back in 2 weeks, I guess we will have one sprint without me, though. Like, you want to do the video?
I mean, that's fine. All we have to do is number 1, number 3, and then the video in this list.
Yeah.
So whoever works on it, if we tackle those, I can do the video. So it's fine. You can put the goal as the video. It can be 2 weeks. We don't know. This depends on capacity.
Okay.
Video of Happy Path.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. I will fix up the table after. So last thing, the main point to work on from Copilot summary, it says main item to do next is to set up the staging environment and the CI/CD pipeline for Azure on-billing resources to unblock and complete the on-billing rollout. So yeah, that's what we talked in the review and forecast. So that's accurate. That's everything we have for the summary. Any question, comments?
All good.
Okay.
Thank you, Sylvia. Great job.
All right. So as usual, you can always check out the summary on our SSW TimePro channel. And thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thanks, Sylvia.
Team.